Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham, Yahawashi, by Hasham, Mahar, Bakar, Quadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean a very, 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 very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. Because you know we're living in the last days of the last days, right? We're going to get straight into it, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. And your mind tricks, your Jedi mind tricks ain't working as well. That's another thing. Let's go to Matthew 13. I'm going to jump straight to verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou to them in parables? Right? And he answered and said unto them, because it's given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it's not given. We're going to jump straight to verse 17. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them. Many righteous men have desired to see the things that we see and have not seen them, but they have seen them. You know why? We're going to go into it. And to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them, but they have. Why? Why does it say this? Because at that time, whether it's 5,000, 2,000 years ago, they were speaking of the prophecies. But how are they able to see them today? How? We're going to go into it. Because they would have to be back here again today. Those same men. All right? You're going to have to bear me just a minute, see if I can find this. Yeah, all those men that were back there 2,000 years ago, all the prophets, all the teachers, all the apostles, they're back on the earth today. Right? Now, we don't know who they are, all of them. And Salakia, hold on just a minute. The scripture says in Daniel, stand in thy lot at the last days. So if he's going to stand in his lot, what does that mean? That would mean he would be here in the last days. Right? He would be here in the last days if he was standing in his lot. So guess what? What does that mean? The prophets are back here again today, doing what they were supposed to be doing. Right? And nothing, nobody, nothing can stop that. You understand? So let's go to Proverbs now. Hold on. There's a lot of things I want to go into. Let's go to Proverbs 29. Because there's people out here, right? They think they can control the people. Maybe if they control the people around you, they can control you. Because they have a God complex. Right? Yeah, there's certain people that would try to infiltrate your family. Get in their heads. MK Ultra. There's people that would try to do that, but that's not going to work. That's why I say, brothers, whether your family are in the truth or not, you still pray for them. Because there's demons out here, man. I just caught one demon today, man. Trying to do some black magic upon my family. And me return everything back to the sender in the name of Yahawashi, man. The brothers, you are protected, and you got to believe that as well. Psalms 91 protection. Whatever they send our way, returns right back to them. They're scrambling right now. They're scared. Why are they so scared? Why? Go to Revelations 12 and 12. Why are they so scared? Why are you crying for? Wipe your eyes, man. What are you crying for? You're doing all this evil, but you're crying. Let's go to Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This why. A lot of the things you see going on around you, you see it, right? You can see it. The vehicles rushing, this person looking at that person, the coding, that's all demonic activity. The devil knows he has a short time. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? So he's coming down with great wrath. So he's going to be all over the place, jumping in people, jumping in their vessels, do it. He's looking for souls. He's looking for souls. So that's what the enemy is going to do. Jump in and out of people because he has a short time. When Yahawashi was on the scene, that was the beginning of the ending. You understand? That was the beginning of the ending. Don't fall for the fake smiles. Someone might see you, right? They give you that stupid smirk, but then you look at them, that smirk goes. This is all demonic activity. Don't fall for it. Certain people are going to be put in your life to try to see there's a stage. Confusion, distraction, intimidation, confusion, distraction, intimidation. They want you to be confused. So you're always chasing your tail and always second guessing yourself. Because what you see is real. You're not making it up. It's real. It's through the scriptures. It can be backed up through the scriptures. Them demons are running scared, man. You ain't supposed to be. They're running scared. Let's go to it. And they should be. If I was you, I would be too. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that wickedness, man. Secretly surveilling people. Secretly trying to set people up for things they're not even doing. If I was you, I'd be scared. Let's go to let's see what else we can find, Baba Kashan. Yeah, them demons were crying out. When Yahawashi was on the scene, they were crying out. They were screaming, they were shouting, they were screaming. Let's go to this Baba Kashan. Hold on just a minute. I say they would have to know you. Them spirits would have to, in order for certain things, they would have to know who you are. They would have to know who you are. But because they have a short time, that means they do have time. So their little time is spent causing havoc. To cause chaos, havoc, destruction. That's why we got to fight. Spiritually. Yeah? Fight. And it is no secret. Yeah, we're being watched by people in certain places as well. That ain't no secret. That ain't no paranoia. It's a fact. It's a fact. You got networks out here. Satanic networks that watch the children of God. Let's go to Mark 5. And they came over to the other side of the sea, into the country of Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately they met him out of the tombs, a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains. So this man, by the tombs, couldn't be controlled by anyone. So his temper was outrageous, all right? Because he had been often bound with what, fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. It says it. Neither could any man tame him, man. Couldn't be controlled. No man could tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. It says it, with stones. So this man had that outrageous anger, and spirits pulls you to what? Self-harm. You see people self-harming, there's a spirit behind it. But when he saw Yahawashi afar off, he ran and worshipped him and cried with a loud voice and said, "What have we to do with thee, Yahawashi, Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that torment me not." So you got to see the bigger. Listen, I know I got to stop mentioning it. Gang stalking, what? It's many, right? It's not a few. It's many. That's legion. That is legion. That's a group of people that have demonic spirits, unclean spirits on them. It says, "And the Son of the Most High, I adjure thee by God that torment me not." So what does that mean? They know you're in town. They know you're in the area. They know you're there. It doesn't always need to be technology, you know. It doesn't always need to be technology. No. Because they know Yahawashi. Them spirits, they know a true believer. They know when a true believer has walked into a room. They know you. Don't you wonder? This is spiritual, man. They know you. You go into a store, they know you've just stepped into the store. They don't need technology to know that. Because they knew the Messiah. This is spiritual before anything's physical. It's spiritual first. It's spiritual. All right? Highly. And it says, but they don't want you to know about this type of thing. Why? Because what do demons do? They hide. That's their job, is to hide in people. So when you talk about these type of topics, people are like, oh, that's spooky. They hide. You're gang stalking, covert, people that are doing things covertly, that's spirits inside them that are hiding behind a physical body. Because you see them. So that's what they do. Their job is to hide. Let's continue. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. So they don't want to be tormented, because when you're around, they feel condemned, they feel like you're judging them, and they feel tormented. This is where you get a lot of rage. It's not that you're doing anything to them. You could be silent, minding your business. This is why you got demons that will say, move on. That's that same demon, man. They might as well change that word with torment me not, torment us not. You might as well change move on with torment us not. When you're there, they're tormented because they feel like you're judging them. That's how they feel. Well, it's not really us that's doing it. That's the Lord that's judging you. It's not us. That's why it says, torment me not. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Come out of him. All right? So this is real stuff. This ain't no Harry Potter on a Harlequin novel. This is what really happens in today's society. But they don't want you to see that. They don't want you to see that. Yeah, we have an hidden enemy that uses people. Them spirits they would have to see, brothers, they have to see you. They have to be able to see you, man. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered and saying, my name is Legion, excuse me. My name is Legion, for we are many. So anyone talks about any type of gang stalking, that's not a few, that's not 2 or 3 or 4 people, that's many. Many unclean spirits. And the only one that can get rid of that is Yahawashi. Or you can also replace that with familiar. So pretty much same thing, familiar spirits. You got witches running around trying to call spirits and summon. Listen. And he asked him, what is the name? He answered, Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them out away out of the country. So that you had this man, right, that was begging, which we know it wasn't actually the man, it was the spirit inside him. He was begging the Messiah not to send them away out of the country. So what does this mean? So if it wasn't sent out of the country, that means it was still residing in that same place, right? This is why some of you are in certain places and it's heavy, heavy, heavy spiritual warfare. Because it's territorial as well. So they didn't want to go out of that country. They wanted to stay within that region, within that country. Now there was nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. Are you listening? Swine is pig. And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter into them. And forthwith Yahawashi gave them leave. So they had to beg, they had to ask for Yahawashi to send them out into the pigs. And forthwith Yahawashi gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down in the steep place into the sea. And they were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. And they that fled the swine fled and told it in the city and in the country, and they went out to see what was done. And they come to Yahawashi and see him that was possessed with the devil and had the legion sitting and clothed in his right mind, and were afraid. This was a man that was sick. Now he's in his right mind. That's a miracle right there. Now he's in his right mind. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast. Yeah. Pray for him. Pray. So these people, they were praying. They were praying. But they were different. Who were they praying to? They weren't praying to the Father. They weren't praying to Yahawashi because Yahawashi was amongst them. So who were they praying to? They were praying. They didn't want Yahawashi there. They were probably praying to some spirits or whatever. It doesn't tell you, right? This happens. There is people that gather up and try to summon up some spirits to get you out of there, right? And it says, check this out. And they began to what? Prayed him that he might, hold on. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast. So in other words, modern day lingo, move on, get out. That's nothing but spirits. That's nothing but demonic spirits, man, that are threatened, right? Facts. And it says, check this out. And they went out to see what was done, right? And it says, and they that saw it told him how it before them that had what, because they were spied. And they went, he was to come into the ship he had been, because that's where the devil prayed him that he might be with him. How about Yahawashi suffered him not, but saith unto him, go home to thy friends and tell them how great things the Lord Yahawashi have done for thee and had compassion on thee. So this is the premise. You go and listen. If you have something you may not know is within you, certain, not all people are gonna get agitated. Right? Some of these people don't even realize why they feel the way they feel. But everything is spiritual. Don't separate it from the scriptures. Why? Because you've been more anointed to cast out these spirits. And the last thing they want to do is just come out of a vessel because they have a certain amount of time. Right? We see what you're doing. The Lord sees what you're doing as well. Using energy weapons on people secretly, trying to target their heads, their liver, their organs. The Lord sees what you're doing, man. Yahawashi sees what you're doing. But let's see how long that lasts. Right? The Lord sees everything. Right? There is nothing hidden that shall not be brought out into the open. Right? The Lord sees everything. But the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church. Right? Just got my hair done. Relatives, right? Got my hair done. Guess what they were trying to do while I got my hair done? Guess what they were trying to do? Use MK Ultra at a relative's home, bro, while I was getting my hair done. And you think the Lord ain't gonna judge these people for that? Scripture says, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. And why they had some, I told you how they move people in around your family as well, because they got the money to do that. So they moved someone in around your family and they would try to get people to do spell work on your family and turn their minds inside out. That's why I keep saying, you pray for all your family, whether they're in the truth or not, that they're guarded from these demonic spirits. Because, bro, they're not going to tell you what they're doing, are they? They're demons, man. They seek to influence the minds of people. That's why you got to be firm in this truth. Not easily swayed, not easily influenced by darkness. And you fight against it through this word. Giving people scripts. Not even offensive. You reading a script. You doing street theater. This is how you know this kingdom is done. You doing street theater. You people are being told, come out the house and have a fake conversation. Jump out the car, make sure he sees you, and slam the door. Bro, you're a loser, man. You're saying you're a loser, right? You got spirits on you. You doing it, you got spirits on you, man. Right? Yeah. When you see him, when you see him cross the road, you got spirits on you. All right? Hiding behind it. Let's go to Isaiah 30. Go to Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel of me, counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So guess what? Woe to them that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That's what they're doing. They're covered, but they're not covered by the Lord. You have a show. So if they're not covered by the Lord, guess what they're covered by? Demons. Demons. If your covering is not of the Lord, then what are you covered by? What are you covered by? Huh? So I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this is edifying. Listen, Pray to the Lord, man. Pray to Yahawashi that He has you, man, because some real demonic stuff is going on that I've been mentioning for some time. Some real demonic stuff. Real demonic. Got witch covens and targeting, bro, doing all types of madness, cult members, and they're getting the public involved and all that, right? Yeah, yeah, keep an eye on him. When he rides past, check if he's doing this or he's doing that. Look out the windows. You stand over there. That's all. Listen, you're done. You're finished, man. Hope this was edifying. I want to give all honors and praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, by Hashem Mahar Kwadash. Oh, I noticed I've been yawning. I've been yawning a lot. Yawning. Tired. I know my body, bro. I know my body more than anyone. And the Lord knows my body and so forth and its function. What they do, they would try to lower your energy through witchcraft, through harvesting, and through energy weapons as well. I'm just letting you know that. So don't ever look at a brother like, what's wrong? No, it's just higher level warfare. That's all it is. Right? But just listen, the Lord's breaking down this matrix. I'm going to shut off here low when this was edifying. Until the next time. Shalom. Shalom.